Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to episode 13, the big 1-3 of the
Whoa.
log pod. I don't know what I'm doing here anymore. Boys, take it away.
Uh, Snake, you got anything?
We can actually talk about waivers this week.
Do you really want to?
Um,
And just like that, waivers are over. Anyway, moving on. We didn't do shit for waivers. I don't think anything crazy happened. I think people just filled needs. That's my 2 cents at least. I don't think anything exciting happened, right, boys?
nope.
Not really.
Man, can you tell it is 8:38 at night when we're recording? I think I can. Anyway, the only trade we had was another podcast trade
Yep.
because apparently we hate trading outside of the podcast. Apparently,
I really tried to trade with people outside of the podcast here. I sent
That's actually fair.
trades. I sent trades to Pineapple. I sent trades to Slap. I sent a trade to Endzone Gods. I really tried to trade with somebody other than Toilet Snake. I
And then I
really
woke up at 5 in the morning and half asleep sent this trade, which probably makes sense now that I say that.
so
But
let's give some context here since they keep talking about the trade. Don't just explain what it was. It was Toilet Snake getting J.K. Dobbins and a 2027 first, and Little Melka gets DeAndre Swift and a 2026 second.
correct.
Let me ask you this, Little Melka.
Yes.
Why did you want to part with not next year's first, but the following year's first?
So right now I have a first round pick, I don't have a second round pick, and I have a third round pick. Some of the other trades I was offering this year's first round pick, but I was requesting a second back because I didn't want to go the first 2 to 3 rounds without a pick. So pretty much all of my trades that I had, minus one, involved a next year pick. So one of them was a first this year and a third next year. This one, Snake, I believe, actually wanted the next year first because he really likes the draft class for next season.
that's true. And also because I've decided I'm not drafting this year anyway. So
Yeah, he
it's
doesn't
fine.
have a pick in like the first 4 rounds now of this year's
Oh my
draft.
god, you're gonna be
He's
just like
turning into
me.
you
Oh my God,
exactly.
I am copying you. You were a trendsetter here.
But yeah, realistically, the reason I was sending out all these trades is because if you look at my current starting roster, it has Nick Chubb in there as my starting running back. And in case you didn't know, Nick Chubb is the backup to a rookie running back right now. And I'm playing barn burners. 5 points from a backup running back ain't gonna cut it this week. So I really needed a
I think
running
you're
back
fine.
this week. I really needed a running back this week, and I think Swift will be a solid back for me for the rest of the season. We'll see how it goes in the next year or two. He'll probably end up getting replaced by what is it, Manajai? How do
If
you
anything, they'll draft a running back.
you don't think Kyle whatever's
No,
last name is gonna take over?
like Monin guy or something. No,
Manangai,
I
yeah.
doubt it.
Okay, but
He was like a seventh round pick. He's
was
nothing like
he?
spectacular.
He's getting a
Yeah,
lot of work and he's doing good with it.
he is. Yeah, he was a seventh round pick. So
Yeah. Either way, really, I was just looking for a fill in this week, which is why I was sending some of, I sent a couple smaller trades for some lesser running backs than Swift. But I did send a big one to Pineapple trying to get ETN. He didn't bite, so. So this is what
that's
we ended up
okay.
with.
Yeah, it's a very not all in pick on my end. But
What?
what?
What? What?
Why did you do that?
Why did you say uh-oh?
Trying to undercut
I
him, man. Trying to undercut him.
saw the fucking.
What what
Trying
did
to
I
undercut him. Trying to undercut him right now.
what is
I just
happening? What is happening?
he just sent me a trade. Jay sent me you want Swift for a fifth round pick,
You can't do
and
that.
it's
The
I just
instead of
did.
the
Don't
trade
tell
has
me I
already
can't.
happened.
and
Nope.
instead
It's
of giving me
processing.
Kenneth
There's
Walker,
chance.
instead of giving me Kenneth Walker, he's dropping it.
Instead of adding
I'm
it into the trade, I'm like, yeah, drop
instead
him.
of dropping. I'm gonna have to say no on that one. I'm sorry, man.
Damn it.
Damn it. No, he's
was
gonna
trying
go
to-
veto our trade.
I was trying to undercut the other trade. I'm like, let me just try to trade for
I don't-
DeAndre underneath here.
Okay, probably enough about our trade. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who won last week? Kyle, did you win this week?
I did win this week. Oh, we should mention this before we move on to the week 10 recap.
Yeah, trade deadline.
Trade deadline is Tuesday at 6 a.m. I'm not sure if you can trade up until that point or if like
The day before.
it's the day before. I'm pretty sure you can trade up until 6 a.m. on Tuesday, November 16th.
Damn, McBride's been getting him points.
Oh yeah.
Yes, McBride has been very good.
Good luck trading with T-Rex because
I'm not.
Uh.
I'm looking at his team and I'm like, because I need receiver, I need running back, and I'm like looking at his team and I'm like, wow, it's a lot of young receivers that are all pretty decent.
You heard it here first,
Yup.
folks. Send first on Hans, running backs
don't
and
matter.
receivers.
I said that last time. It didn't matter.
Send them running
Nobody,
backs and
nobody did,
receivers.
except for one trade request for freaking Dak, which I then heard went across the entire league. So I feel less special.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, it didn't go to my
It
dad
was.
though. It didn't go to my dad. Which
So
was
one person it didn't go to. So
at least. Chime in if
Yep.
T-Rex sent you this trade. Dak Prescott for a first round pick.
27 first.
Yeah, 2027
It
first
was a
round
26 for me. It wasn't a 27.
Was
pick.
it
Oh, was
really?
it?
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm assuming he did that because he saw I had 2 firsts
Oh yeah, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
this year. And I was like, oh, you can get one of those up. The funny part is at the time he sent the trade, 2 quarterbacks were hurt and out for this week, and then the other one is freaking Trevor Lawrence. So I was like, for a split second, I'm like, do I counter offer? But then I'm like, eh. Anyway, we're getting way too long. Let's get right to the meat and potatoes of this episode. Our week 10 recap. We hinted at a little bit. A couple guys winning here on the show. But as per usual, I'll run through all the games and then we'll chat about it at the end. First up, we got Little Melka versus Endzone Gods. Melka getting the win. Good, good. Clap, clap.
Hello.
Then we had Lights Camera Ashen versus High Class. Lights Camera Ashen getting the win. Nice job. Clap, clap.
Lego.
We got Slap versus Pineapple. Pineapple getting the dub.
Lego.
Nice job. Clap, clap.
I wasn't going to do it every time, but yeah, sure.
Okay. We had a
we
pattern going.
got Rex versus Barn Burners.
Boo.
Rex.
Wait, no, wait. Rex won. Let's go. That was such a
Rex
force of
getting
habit.
Barn is gettable. It's
Let's
out there.
go.
The one team. His 2 losses are from.
Yeah, both from
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
We need those secrets. We need them.
For real.
Next up, we got First Down Hounds
Hans.
versus Concussors. I somehow got a win.
Lego.
Mostly because my opponent didn't start 2 or 3 players, but a win's a win.
Lego.
And then we got Mr. Snake versus Big Boy Club. Snake getting the win pretty handily.
Lego.
Boys, comments on this week?
I was
Kyle, your dad lost.
so happy to see that. So happy to see that.
No father-son love. Yeesh.
we
apparently
we
not.
love to see it. Dad took me fishing today, and it was
The
fun.
entire time he's sitting there like, haha, you lost.
But now I am no longer fishing with Dad, and he cannot throw me off the boat anymore. So
Oh my god.
congrats, Rex. Good job.
Bro is a keyboard warrior. He is hiding
You
behind
are
the screen.
1000% correct. Have you seen my dad? I would never face him in man-to-man combat. Let's be honest.
He's such a nice man. Why would you want to?
He really
He's
is.
always smiling, like
He really
24/7.
is. People at work that know Dad, if you can deny this, you probably can. Just don't. I don't know.
So, okay.
No, you're right. But yeah, no, I choose to not face my battles with him face to face. I choose to face them in a platform where he can't respond.
Crazy. Crazy statement.
Fair
Not gonna
enough.
lie.
Platform where he's probably not listening either, but that's
No,
okay.
he listens. I know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one of our 3 viewers.
My mom
Awesome.
listens too, which is funny.
Oh, that's 2 of our 3 viewers. All right. All right, here we go.
Anyways, yeah, so love to see that.
All right. Talk about your game. How'd you win? How'd that happen? You said you were gonna lose.
So the majority of the noon games I had most of my players in. And for the majority of those noon games, my guys mostly sucked. The fourth quarter, I think my guys combined for like 85 points or more, and my score almost doubled in the fourth quarter of the noon games alone. Devon Acham blew up. Olave hit his 100 yards. Tez Johnson got 2 touchdowns, which also meant that Baker Mayfield got 2 touchdowns. So it was really just one quarter of football that blew up for my offensive guys. I really just wish my defense and offense would play at the same time, though.
Yeah, your
Impossible.
defense put up like
My defense
5 points
sucked.
collectively.
It feels like it.
Brandon Murphy putting up 0 points for you. That's not gonna do it.
Brian, yeah. He's on my bench. The only reason he was starting is because Williams was on bye for the second week in a row.
What?
Yeah, because he was on the Jets when the Jets were on bye, and then he got traded to the Cowboys, and then the Cowboys were on bye. So he was on bye
Oh
for the
my
second
God.
week in a row. So
That's
Quinnen
funny.
Williams is now back in my lineup, and Murphy is on the bench.
That's funny. All right.
All right.
Any other games surprise you or you care about, or
I care about the pineapple game.
that one did have a lot of playoff implications?
Yes,
We
he
also
did.
need to like talk about pineapple, like 5-5, turning things around, looking kind of scary. I'm totally not playing him this week and kind of scared. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, pineapple.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he should be 6-4. He had that stupid stat adjustment loss,
That adjustment, sure.
Mhm.
so he was for a second tied for second with you, but no, the stat adjustment.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's really crawling his way up the leaderboard right now, and obviously, in turn, Slap is falling down.
Mm-hmm. I will say I am glad to see that the green division has caught back up, and it is no longer 4 teams in the gold division and 2 teams in the green division that would get in right now in the top 6. There are now 3 teams in each division in the top 6.
And one of them's a fraud.
I wouldn't say
Yep, glass cannon.
that. You're beating the teams that are put up against you. That's all that matters.
That's true.
Fine.
Bro is going to luck his way into the Super Bowl and win it.
What?
Calling it now. Calling it
First
now.
of all, that would be hilarious. Second of all, not going to happen.
Especially after
I'll
trading away
say-
JT.
I'll
Still wins the Super Bowl.
I'll say this, Jay. My first season, I went 11-2. This was when it was 13-week seasons. I went 11-2 and lost to Dad in the championship. The next season, I went 8-5 and won it, and I was just barely in. I think I was either the 5 or 6 seed that year. You don't have to be the 1 seed to win it all. You don't have to be the team that only has 2 losses to win it all.
Just got to get to the dance, baby.
You just got to get to the dance. It's a whole new season. Doesn't matter what your record is at once you get to the playoffs. Your record is 0-0 every week.
Last year, I was, number 1 or number 2 team?
Yep,
And I
something like
didn't
that.
win a single playoff game.
Facts.
Trash.
Anyway, any other games you guys want to chat about quickly?
No. Maybe. No.
Damn, you don't care about your league teammates?
No.
Wow.
Not really. No.
Heard here first, folks.
No, not really.
Where was this Lights Camera Ashton team for the entire rest of the season?
Right, the entire start of the season.
Right. I mean, this is what
His points against is kind of
insane.
glaring, but other than that, he took a bunch of rookies,
They just took a while
some
to
of which
develop.
some of which turned out great right away,
Mhm.
and then some of them took quite a while to develop. Travion Henderson is making the most of Ramondre Stevenson being out, and
Right.
he's doing really good now. Obviously the JSN trade really helped him out with the point department, and
True.
then the rest of it was just development and then luck as well.
He's looking scary for next season.
Yep, he's gonna be dangerous. Like
Mhm.
I said, like 4
He-
weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 1 week,
He-
I don't remember.
Something like that.
One draft and he's gonna be really deadly,
He
and it's not gonna be fun.
he's one of those guys though that's not gonna stop winning games. He's gonna be one of those guys that's trying to play spoil sport for the teams trying to get in.
Let's wrap up our week 10. Couple fun facts. Average score for the week was a 182.67. Once again, I horribly underperformed. Nothing new here,
But you still won.
sadly. Best coach of the week was Lights Camera Ashton, only off by a singular point.
Which is quite impressive because he doesn't even fall underneath the he had a bunch of guys on bye or that are hurt this week. He actually had a lot of points on his bench this week, so it's actually a very impressive number.
Clap it up. Good job, Lights Camera Ashton. And then getting all the shame in the world, our worst coach of the week with a 40, basically a 40-point problem.
Point problem.
Not the
40
worst.
reasons
First.
why.
Not the worst.
Don Hans,
Whoa.
aka me. 40 points. Not as bad as my other week that I was the worst, where I was at like 60 something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not great.
So you could have absolutely slaughtered concussors.
I could have, and part of that is just because I didn't check my fantasy team Sunday morning.
Oh, that's
And,
right. You had a linebacker that was hurt or something.
D
Yep.
lineman
D
who
lineman.
was hurt, and my guy who was on the bench who could have replaced him had a decent game.
Sure.
So that kind of hurt. Or no, who was it?
Oh,
Hold
and
on,
then
back
Jerry
up.
Judy decided to do something with his life.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
true. It was a linebacker. It was a linebacker who missed, and I had a linebacker on my bench who put up 16 and a half. It's like that would have been nice. And yes, Jerry Judy put up 20 points after literally putting up nothing more than 13 in week 1. And it's been 9, 2, 7, 3, 9, 3, 0. So I thought I was pretty safe having him on my bench. Yeah, no. No, I'm going to put up 20
Nope.
points.
Yep.
And then guess what? I'm going to put him in my freaking lineup this week just because I
gonna
have so
put up
many
3.
injuries. I have so many injuries and crap to my receiver core that he's literally one of my only 2 healthy receivers. So he's in my lineup and he's going to put up no points. But that's the explanation for why I sucked last week.
I mean, you still won by 40 points.
Any last second comments, boys, for our week 10 here?
No, I think I'm good to move on.
Alrighty, we'll keep her moving. Next up, we got our week 11 preview. And as per usual, I'll run through all the games and we'll chat a little bit about them at the end. Keep this bad boy moving. First up, we have the Melka Bowl Part 2.
Gonna die.
We got Barn Burners versus Little Melka. It's going to be a slugfest, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. Then we got Lights Camera Ashton versus Endzone Gods. We got Slap Yo Mama versus Big Boy Club. We got Concussors versus Toilet Snake. We got Pineapple Express versus First Don Hots.
Hans.
And last up here, we got High Class versus T-Rex. Boys, besides your own game, because that's obvious, and besides the Melka Bowl, Mr. Snake can't talk about the Melka Bowl.
Damn it.
What games stand out to you this week?
Well, right now we're recording during the Thursday night football game, and Lights Camera Ashton has 37.1 points because Travion Henderson just scored his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Yep.
End Zone Gods has a hole to dig out of early.
It's just like whoever played against frickin' Toilet Snake last week woke up Sunday morning to JT having 50 points.
Yeah, basically.
Actually, it was 62.
Oh, yeah, even better.
Disgusting.
God, I fucking hate my life.
Yeah, trade's looking rougher and rougher every week. It really is.
Okay, hold on.
It hurts.
I'm gonna
It
take
hurts
2
so
minutes.
much.
I'm gonna take 2 minutes to defend that trade because everyone hates me because I did that. Like they're like, oh, fleece of the century this season. Yeah, sure. But looking at the last like 2 or 3 seasons from JT, he was putting up very mid numbers.
Mid.
Like no, seriously, he was a top 15 running back consistently, but he was hurt a lot, and he was only putting up like 15 a week. So, like that'll get you consistency and it'll help. That's what I went for. I was not expecting the 2025 MVP when I did this trade. If I knew that, I would have thrown another pick at you, but I didn't know that.
Pain.
Okay, anyway,
Pain.
the probably most important game of the week is in terms of like playoff stuff. Outside of the one I'm not allowed to talk about.
Pineapple
versus Hans.
Yep.
Pineapple versus Hans. Pineapple versus
It's
Hans.
a big game.
You got to win this week.
Winning this week would be big.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Winning this week would
If
be
you-
very big for you.
If you lose, you're not done. If you win, it'll give you breathing room. the same reason Pineapple needs to win this game because he'll be much more in than he is right now. But very important for both those teams.
Agreed.
It feels like a pretty even matchup too.
It's literally projected like I think a point difference.
There you go. There it
It's
is.
like I think it's like 182 to 183.
Yeah, that
There
doesn't
it
fully
is.
surprise me. I would imagine it to be close.
Are you worried about Rico? He's questionable.
No, he's been questionable the last 3 weeks.
Fair enough.
Has he?
I just keep sticking him in there because I'm like, it's somewhat guaranteed points.
I'll
And-
get like 10.
Kenneth has done absolutely nothing this year, and it makes me
No.
cry.
No, why? Because he's
He's
like
the,
significantly better than Charbonnet, but they just don't use him.
no,
No, what hap-
they use him a lot. He gets like
just don't put him
60,
in the
70
red zone.
yards, and then they give Charbonnet the 3-yard touchdown every single
They don't
time.
put him in the red zone at all, and I don't know
So
why.
stupid.
This helps you. Brees Hall just got a reception.
Whoop-de fucking do.
Hey, 1.7 points is
fucking do.
1.7 points.
Make it a goddamn touchdown or don't talk to me.
Okay.
All the
Just
touchdowns.
trying to help. I celebrate every
Goes
time my guys touch the
so
ball.
far ahead
so.
of me. He just caught the ball. So far ahead of me.
Being the host, I get to talk about it. Let's talk about Barn Little Melka.
I see how this
we
works.
we all know why this is probably game of the week. I mean, come on.
It's
Not only
not.
is it two of the it is.
It's not. It's gonna be
It
an
doesn't
absolute
matter for
spit
seeding, but
roasting.
you know what? Okay, relax. Second of all, does it matter the most for seeding? No. Does it matter for playoffs? No. But it's the can Barn lose 2 weeks in a row?
No.
And can you overcome the demon that is your father?
I
And when I say demon, I'm talking about fantasy, like the fantasy demon. I'm not talking about real life here.
Right. I have not been able to beat Barn Burners, I think, at all in the last 2 seasons. And I really don't think that's gonna change this week, to be honest with you. I made a trade to try to make it more plausible, because any running back that's gonna put up more than 5 points is gonna do better than Nick Chubb. And with J.K. Dobbins potentially going to IR land,
That I still don't think. If he was going to, they would have done it already.
I don't know. It's possible. Either way, he's probably not going to play this week, and I just
I
need
know he's not playing
somebody
this week.
that's going to play this week that's going to be better than Nick freaking Chubb. Not hating on Nick Chubb. We love Nick Chubb here, but unfortunately, he is not the starter anymore. And just I needed something to give me a chance, and I don't know. I feel like I'm going to lose by 20 because I always feel like I'm going to lose by 20 when I'm playing against him.
You say this against any opponent, though.
Yeah, but like I genuinely mean it with Barn Burners. That's the difference. Like,
The other difference is you're projected to lose by 30.
right, exactly. That'll change when I put DeAndre Swift in, but it'll still be like 20. It's just I genuinely don't know if my team is good enough to beat him. I need my team to stay consistent throughout the whole board, and I just haven't been able to do that. You know, I'm like the Packers in a few of these games where it's just like we only play for a quarter or two and we don't play for the other half, and when that happens, you just can't beat a team like Barn Burners.
Fair enough, honestly.
All
All right, I'm gonna hint on it. I'm gonna talk about high class Rex.
right, go for it.
I think this one could be interesting just for the pure fact of did Rex blow his load? Just like I did, where I put up 230 or whatever that one week, and the next week it was back down to like 160. Did he blow his load, and can high class get a pretty pivotal win, to be honest?
High class needs this to have any chance.
It's honestly, it's a big week for
I
both
agree.
of them, to be honest, but
Mhm.
it's a bigger week for high class.
Absolutely, I 100% agree.
I think high class can do it. My vote's for high class.
That'd be
60-point projection
I
difference.
was gonna say,
but
did you see the projection for T-Rex, bitches?
Nope, just feeling it.
224. I don't know if I've ever seen a projection higher than 224 before.
I
Definitely
don't
not
think
this
I have
season.
either.
Definitely not this season.
Have you seen his matchups too?
They're
Every
good.
one of them is green.
Yeah,
Every
they're
one of them is
good.
green, except for Barkley. But whatever.
If high class were to win this, this would be great for me. Because if I lose and Rex wins, then Rex is going to pass me in the standing. If High Class were to somehow pull this out, that would be fantastic for me because it gives me wiggle room to lose to Barn Burners. So while this has great implications for High Class, great playoff implications for High Class, he needs the win here to have a chance to stay alive. Rex probably just as much wants this win to try to bump me out of that number 2 in the division spot and have a, well, he kind of needs somebody to beat Barn Burners to have a shot at the division, but he probably wants me out of the way first. Are we allowed to talk about Concussor's Snake now, or is that just banned?
I'm gonna lose.
Probably. Good talk. All right.
You're crazy.
Yeah, no, Snake is gonna win. So I think that's everybody.
I do believe that is everyone. And on that note, we'll wrap this week's episode up. That is episode 13 of season 2 of the Log Pod. As always, we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you following along. We appreciate you staying active in the league. As we hinted at earlier in the episode, trade deadline is coming up. If you guys have any crazy trades you want to try to get done, now is the time. Crunch time this weekend.
Guys,
I'm
we
interested to
missed the
see what
tank
happens.
bowl. We missed the tank bowl.
We don't need to talk about it. It's fine.
Slap Big Boy. The tank bowl.
You're ridiculous. I'm not even going to give it that moniker. We're continuing. And on that note, we will see you next time. See ya.
Later.
I just broke my desk, bro.